Well, hello, my Instacart community. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're all doing well and having your little cuppa. Notice the little curve. It's like, whoop, I'm a little bit like that too. That happens to be Wicked Joe's French. Let's start off the day with some of that nice and strong espresso strength in my new little Mueller pour over with the Chemex thing. Love it. Anyway, well, yesterday was the slowest Instacart day I've ever had in my whole career of Instacart, which I think is like around 2 years with some time during the pandemic and my fall getting into the tub. They happened at the same time, so there was a few months I didn't do it. But when I began Instacart, it was that you signed up for a schedule. The better shoppers got the better time slots. You got the you'll take this and you'll like this girly one type of thing. And yeah, so yesterday was wicked slow. And I always stop around noon, one-ish anyway. I'm ready to go 6:37. And so yeah, I saw some better offerings later on in the afternoon. You know how you just can't resist looking. But the Camry had a flat tire. I know I am. I should buy stock on Goodyear and on one tire, and then the other one had a slow leaks, and I wasn't quite sure what that was. So I had to keep putting air in it every few days. So they found a nail in the one with the slow leak, and they could save it. And then I needed a new tire. So Greg was working off Cape outside of Boston. So I had to bring the Edge home at the end of the slow day and take a lift to the car place because they called and said it was ready because I just didn't want to bother Greg after the long drive and commute and summer traffic and stuff. So I got all that taken care of, and that's what we do. And it's another almost $200 I'll never see again, but that's what happens with tires. And I am very careful now that I've gotten rid of the Explorer that was just too much of a tank. But the man said at the tire place, he said, "Oh, you'll love your Edge. I got, over 218,000 miles of it and I just traded it. It never caused me a problem, so I hope you like it." And I said, "I like it already because it's just smaller." And the hatch, the tailgate thing is manual. So I have to use, my abs and my arms to lift it. So good, even more bonus exercise along with the Instacart. So yesterday was like day 2 or 3. I just canceled my scheduled DoorDash. It's just been quite dismal. And I guess DoorDash, it seems to me, at least here on the Cape, it's a nighttime thing more than a morning thing. I get offers in the morning, but they're $3, sometimes $2.50. Crazy. But with Uber Eats, I find I get like great trips and they tip really well, and they can go back in and raise the tip and they leave nice comments. So Uber Eats works for me. My little esteem loves being showered with a couple of extra bucks and a nice comment or two. It works. And then, of course, Instacart. So I only did one Instacart shop yesterday, but I did get a 5-star from it. So that's good. So she left a nice comment. So we'll just, it just happened. So I just tried to fill it. I went to Whole Foods for my own veggie run. I went to BJ's for my own things and just kind of did errands dotting about Cape Cod with the apps on, but nothing was happening. So that works, right? Sometimes when we're given a couple of lemon slow days, it's time to take care of all those personal things that we always wish we could. Oh, couldn't I just stop at the dry cleaners? But then there's 3 cars there, so it could take 8 minutes. You don't want to do that because you're on your way to Chipotle, right? You know that. If only I could get it all done. Yesterday was one of those days where I could get it all done. So life is good. I'm enjoying it all. Somebody was saying that their best days are the deposit days, and I said, yeah, because DoorDash and Uber Eats are Tuesday for me and Wednesday for Instacart, so it's 2 paydays. And when I begin my Doug position, drive up and go, who knows what day that will be. She said she'd hope to get me going by today, but I didn't get any call yesterday. She was probably deluged with the weekend work that the HR payroll lady has to do. So I'm not worried. It'll happen. So what else is new? I do feel the difference though of more things opening up and perhaps more people shopping. But it's funny signing up to be the Doug person and doing Instacart. It feels like I'm working at Burger King and McDonald's both, the competitors. But it's all good and I like it. And to me, that is diversifying my income flow, which I think is a very important thing, especially as we enter into this like summer slowdown, lull. I'm not sure. One would think, being on the Cape, that it would be busy, 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 but I'm not sure because when the weather opens up and you get more people and they go to the beach and, there's more dining out. There's a lot of little food shacks on the beach so they can get their like fried clams and onion rings and things like that. So they aren't really needing the DoorDash with Chipotle or Wendy's so much, right? Office people still continue to order. So I love hovering in my little hub of Hyannis, kind of the capital of Cape Cod, and just doing what I'm doing. Although Instacart said that another zone of Cape Cod was very busy yesterday. If I want to drive there to do some shopping, I probably could have, but I just decided not to. I just decided to do the whole tire thing when the tire shop called and said, they figured it out, would I like them to do it and authorizing it. So I got it all done. So that's how those little days go when, we have to be flexible with our gig work for sure, right? And the multi-apping definitely plays a part. And it's not as crazy as it seems. I watched Dimple's video a couple of days ago where she talked about never going to this, apartment complex again and how much time it takes to get in there. And she had to load it up in this basket and then take it in the elevator. And the man that worked there didn't even know the location of something. That's crazy stuff, right? And so keeping, it, in the meantime, keep your cancellation rate low. So when something like that comes up and you see it's that address again, I got an order and it was for a lady in a condo. And it was a Stop and Shop. And so I went there and I did the whole thing. And I said, yes, this lady is very familiar to me because I had to wake her up to deliver the first time. So I get there with the groceries this time, and she's not answering the buzzer. She's not answering the phone. Instacart calls her. She's not answering their call. She's not answering my texts. I've got this load. So the Instacart support, which they were at this time, said, just wait 4 minutes and you can bring back the groceries. And you know how they have that whole non-perishable, you get a $10 refund. And it's like, by the time you sort the bags of groceries, is the $10 really worth it? No, I'd rather spend the time waiting for another batch. I told them I would take it to the homeless shelter. So I did. And I got to the homeless shelter and I hope the staff kept it because it was kind of nice stuff. And, I said, don't ever match me up with her again. But if they were to, fortunately my mind doesn't know a lot, but it can remember an address of like a difficult delivery, and I can use my cancellation rate for that, and I will. That's the beauty of a cancellation is when you see that, oh no, no. So I went to BJ's for myself, which is our big box store, and there was a lady in front of me that does Instacart, and she had nothing but those huge jugs of water. I don't even know how much they weigh. And 8 cases of Poland Springs and then a couple of little food items on top. And she was kind of demanding that, they send over one of the employees to load it into her car. Does she get to the person's place and say, "Hey, come out and get your stuff"? I don't know. The lady that does the checkout to see how many items you have, she said, yeah, sometimes she's even got more than that. And yes, that's the way that she is, because she was like, kind of like, if I worked there, I think I would have taken a step back if I was talked to that way. But yeah, she does it, and good luck to her. I 2 cases is about my limit, but I don't mind, because I'm getting stronger in this Instacart delivery thing, especially with the manual hatch on the edge, having to and it's working, I guess. Not that my arms will ever be seen in public again. Not at 70. Not going to happen. So life is good. I'm suiting up to get ready to do it again. These days, I'm not even bothering with DoorDash. It seems like you get a $3 order, and or you get a $7 order with a drive of like 12 miles, and neither one of those hold the appeal to me. So I'd rather wait it out and, like I said before, dash in and do an errand or something. So sadly, I'm letting it go. I loved it at first. I had a couple of like Walgreen orders that were like $20 with a really nice tip to get like 4 items, things to shave with and brush your teeth with, and a nice hefty tip for people that ran out. I don't know. It was great. And then it just turned into these, garbage lowball offers that just aren't worth it, sitting in traffic to deliver, the 2 iced coffees. It's just doesn't make sense. But Uber Eats has just more opportunity. What do you find in your area? I don't have Corner Shop. I don't have Shipped, or any other ones that have come. So for me, basically, it's Uber Eats and DoorDash. And, I will continue to make the nut every week, and it just works. And I'll continue to have my nice tails, and Shaw's will call about the Doug position, and we move on. That's my diversity for the day. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Instacart, Pearls of Wisdom. I love your stories down below, too, by the way. It's great. It's a nice community where we can all kvetch when we need to and smile when it happens, when good stuff happens. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye for now.